Ash's general question is he's able to get to the knee slide, but then he is, like, the person's framing him off and he can't complete the knee slide, can't use the crazy dog, can't use all of those kind of positions. Honestly, that's something that's going to happen. Okay, if you go to the knee slide position, they're going to defend. So you need to start to understand how to either make their frames useless, or, don't worry about that, make their frames useless, or like kind of work around them in a different way, okay? Remember, like, anytime that someone creates a frame, it's kind of strong only in one direction. So if I'm here pushing on Chels, it's strong when she pushes directly back into me. But if she moves it out of the way or pushes like that direction, that frame becomes weak. Okay, and that's the same for any kind of time that the person's pushing on you. So if we're in the knee slide, do you want to do this or do you want me to do it? Okay, if we're in the knee slide, all right, the first thing to understand is she's going to be framing against me in some way, probably with her arms up against my shoulder, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, here, if I don't do anything, it's going to be quite easy for her to kind of block me and stop me getting through. One of the first things we typically do with our knee slide is we're going to pull this collar towards us a little bit, because that starts to take away the angle of the frame that they have. So spin around this way, please. So when I'm here, I grab this collar and I pull it towards me. Now when she's pushing, it's no longer quite as strong and she can't stretch her head away to create more space. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to lean my chest forward so I start to come up over the top of her. Now what happens is that basically puts Chelsea in like a bench press position where she's carrying all my weight, and it opens up the space in for me to start sliding into. So I'm going to go up this direction, she'll support my weight, and now I can start working against that frame, either come into this underhook position that we use quite a lot here, or switch into the head and arm into this direction, or come into here, and then I can slide through. So all I've done is I've neutralized her positioning by adjusting where I'm at. Okay, and it's not that I'm using a lot of strength when I do this. I'm just here. Okay, maybe Joe should have done this. She frames against me, so I pull this one in, and now I bring my chest forwards. Okay, I'm literally just leaning my weight. I'm not going like super far or anything like that. I'm just leaning over the top of her so she has to carry me. Now she's in that bench press position, and then I can just slide underneath that frame and start sliding out and finish in a heavy side control position. That's the first thing that we do anytime that we're knee sliding. So my posture when I go forwards into this knee slide, I'm here, okay, so I've got a good knee slide position. What I do is I just lean my weight over the top. So I'm still not giving her my balance. Okay, I'm still able to defend or move if she does anything, but it puts my weight directly on top of her. Do you have anything to add?
The reason we're focusing on the upper body frame is because in his question, Ash mentioned that he's going from the knee slide to like the leg hug, and I assume this is what he meant, like this kind of double leg hug position. It's fine. It's not a great passing position. Little guys are always going to be able to wiggle their legs out. And he also mentioned not being able to do the crazy dog, so I assume that the problem that he's having is associated with the upper body control. He wasn't specific.
Yeah, if Chels goes into the crazy dog position, it's the same idea. If we talk about the frames for a second, like she's making this strong grip over here. Okay, she's going to grip the collar. Now my frames are super strong if she just tries to push towards me. Okay, but that's not how you work the crazy dog. You need to spin around this way. So when she does the crazy dog, she's collapsing and sliding over to the side. Okay, and she can keep sliding out, keep sliding out, keep sliding out, so that my frame is, like, basically I'm either, my knee is facing towards the down and my arms are up, and this is a very weak position to be in here. Like, anytime that my legs are one way and my upper body is the other direction, which is what happens in the crazy dog, and in the knee slide as well, it's very, very weak. Okay, so she's sliding away through it, she's not trying to pressure through the limbs or through the frame. Okay, and it's exactly the same. Literally, it's virtually the same movement that you have when you do either the knee slide or the crazy dog.
But you need to be patient with the position. People's arms don't collapse immediately.
Yeah.
And the lighter you are, the longer it takes for them to like fatigue.
Exactly.
So you have to be patient, and you have to think about going around the person's strength rather than like trying to bash through them.
Yeah, that's a big point that we see quite a lot. Is people just trying to like press through limbs. It doesn't really work. You have to go around them. Like for me, if I think about knee sliding and the defenses they're going to encounter, you know, I'm gonna probably end up doing one of 5 things. Okay, I think it's 5. I might have miscounted. So I'm either just going to do our regular
just
knee
made that
slide.
up,
I
bro.
might make that up. I don't know. We're either going to do our regular knee slide. She might put her shin across, which is going to be our crazy dog. She might step on me, which is going to mean that I'm probably going to leg drag across. So that's 3. She might lasso, in which case I'm going to have to... There's a lot of things I can do from here, but I can start to long step
You got that
and
shin
circle
trap.
that out. Or I can go to the shin trap and walk around this direction. And then the final one is I'll finish the knee slide, she'll get the underhook, and then I'll have to top spin around over the top. Okay? That's pretty much it. That's kind of the only movements that she has. She might try and start stepping up on my hip.
Or I might
Which I have to
bail
fight to get to the
entirely
position.
and try to go to half guard, in which case we're dealing with a different situation, but a better one.
Yeah, so
So
that's all I'm kind of thinking about is which reaction I'm doing. And you notice in pretty much all of those passes, I'm not just pushing straight forwards. When I knee slide, it's actually kind of diagonally away from the person.
passing is a semicircle and then a semicircle. It's a semicircle forwards, a semicircle back, a semicircle forwards, a semicircle back against the hip.
Yeah, so to illustrate, do you want to illustrate it? Or do you want me to? Chelsea's going to do it. So to illustrate it here, if you look at my body right now, Chelsea's going to, when she slides, she's going to make a semicircle this direction, up towards my head, and then back. If she does the crazy dog, okay, same thing. She's going forwards, and then she can run back against the hips. If she does, what was the next one you said? Yeah. No, I want to talk about the leg drag. It's like a semicircle around this way. Leg drag. Semicircle around this way, and then back against the hips again. If she goes for the long step, it's the same thing. Semicircle and back, maybe all the way around to the other side. If it's the lasso, if I'm here lassoing, okay, and we're in this position, same thing. It's the same idea. We're using that semicircle around, but we're never directly pressuring into the person. The only time that we're doing it is to kind of staple them to the ground or open up space that we can then fall into.